You know, every single class is actually viable except mage. I mean, except priest. It's in an interesting spot. Except priest. I think druid was severely underestimated. I believe in the next week, North American qualifier stuff. There'll be a bit of a different list. I expect a lot more druids, basically. Anywho, I wonder if upon looking at those lists I'm inspired to change out Harrison, perhaps. Since against... Possibly it's correct to run Ooze instead. Since against Warrior, it's true, I'm not actually looking to draw the card. It's typically a fatigue matchup against Control Warrior. Against Shaman, I usually want the faster card to have the 3 mana left over. Maybe I will switch out Harrison for Ooze. I learned something, I suppose. Yesterday was my first time watching you play Danganronpa. Oh, you certainly chose a bad time to start watching, since that's like the end of the game. But it showcases the coolness. Do you think Yogg or Cthulhu is better? Probably Cthulhu. Why am I answering questions? Let's play the game. Yeah. Ah, yes, because I was thinking about switching Harrison into an Ooze. Transform. I should think about Silverhand Regent also. I spent 2 hours deciding to put Silverhand Regent in the deck, but I was still not really happy with it. Let me look at those decks again. Those Champions decks. Maybe they can inspire me. So Turna, he brought Spellbreaker? Don't really think I need Spellbreaker. It's good against Sylvanas, but you just make guys. Brought Keeper of Oldemon. I'm not sure I need Keeper of Oldemon. Let's see, Loyan has an Ooze instead of Harrison. Spellbreaker. Spellbreaker instead of Silverhand Regent. What do you even Spellbreak these days? You Spellbreak Hymeine, Sylvanas, Tyrion, Shaman, not, guess Totem, Flame Tongue, and Mana Tide sometimes. Zoo, I guess you can hit Imp Game Boss. Twilight Drake. Against Warrior, I mean Karen, Sylvanas. It's better against control decks, I suppose. Maybe I can look at this Murloc deck and get inspiration. I can just toss in 2 Loot Hoarder, perhaps. Oh, that's really bad with N'Zoth, though. I mean, it's bad in the sense that you actually don't want to bring card draw back in the late game against decks where you are playing N'Zoth. Kind of, usually, sort of. Are there only 2 Paladins there? Not too much to go off of. Anyways, I'm gonna switch out the Harrison for the Ooze. I think that's a fine idea. And then is there a better card than Silverhand Regent? Turna thinks Spellbreaker or Keeper of Oldemon is better. I mean, he's actually got a 2-card difference. What else is different? Oh, right, he doesn't have Justicar. I'm not cutting Justicar from my deck. My personal pet. And then Loyan has Spellbreaker instead of Silverhand Regent. And if I change the Silverhand Regent to Spellbreaker, I will have Loyan's deck, pretty much. Well, since I removed the Harrison Jones, I've actually got yet another reason to put Silverhand Regent in, because Silverhand Regent is a 3, and it is a 5. We'll keep Silverhand Regent in for now. And just have a simple switch of Harrison into Ooze. Alright, there. Changed. What about Steward of Darkshire? So, I thought about it, but I decided that summoning a 1/1 Silverhand Recruit was better than giving a Silverhand Recruit Divine Shield. That's it. And yes, I know about the Justicar interaction, and I still think it's better. I thought. Okay. Let's go with the deck. Go. Why 2 Acolyte? Well, with a Failfish by Luke. Well, I mean, I guess the 2 people who went to the Europe Championship who also put 2 Acolyte are also Failfish, huh?
I must protect the one. I will fight with honor.
Well, this is where I hope he doesn't have Wrath. Oh, that would be such despair if you lost Fandral, Coin, Innervate. And doesn't have a way to clear this. Oh, the despair! The despair! Oh, the despair! Oh! I get the Solemn Vigil too, that's pretty good. Coin, Innervate Fangel, and skip his turn too. Oh, that's sad. Couldn't play his Beckoner of Evil. That's what he was playing the curve on. Oh, the sadness. If only he had a Wrath. Then you would be winning by a lot. Because I wouldn't have a way to deal with Fandral, but that's the variance. Nice 2-1.
Will abandon you.
I don't think that's a big enough deal to kill, but
I wonder.
his hand's a little bit awkward. Do I just swing at it and then play True Silver? I think that's the answer.
Justice.
Adding a guy right now doesn't do much. In that sense, it was pretty good for him to play that, because I had to use a True Silver for it. Justicar is a really good card to play against that. 6 attack, and he didn't have Wrath earlier. Oh, nice. I actually get to use Justicar to trade into a guy. That's better than expected. Oh, he traded for me. Okay. Thanks. Even better. Unfortunately, nothing to do. But that's partly because he's just not been threatening enough. I could use a Humility or an Elder. You found the need to draw 3 cards there. Interesting. Do I Ragnaros for the Fitty Fitty, or do I play Tyrion? Tyrion's pretty good, given no, but I have that weapon now. I Fitty Fitty this. Nice.
Who knows what secrets will uncover?
A casual 415. I can just eat that if I get a Humility, though. That'd be a really good eat.
For justice.
Good edibles.
Put your faith in the light.
Oh, do I have lethal? No. I'm close. 8, 13, 15, 16. I'm 1 off. Yeah.
To battle.
Probably best to just play Consecration and then play Guys and an Acolyte. Yep.
To battle. Reporting for duty.
Good job, Rag. Excellent board control.
The Ancient One calls. Protect this world.
Good job, Bragg. Alright, so I'm gonna try a little something new here. I'm gonna try to answer like one question after each match. So if you happen to time your question so that it shows up near the end of the match, I have a higher chance of answering it. Why not a Twilight Summoner instead of 2 Acolyte in the deck? Isn't it better for N'Zoth and to play with a Doomsayer? Certainly, if all matches were up against control, the Twilight Summoner would be an excellent card. However, you lose a lot of tempo when you play the Twilight Summoner. You're playing 4 mana for a 1/1. Card draw also tends to be good overall. You can never play a Twilight Summoner against an aggressive deck, which is why you tend not to play it. Fush, fush, fush. Okay. Our tables are full.
Forget what frightens you and find a table.
Well, here's your bonus question answer. Let's see, was there anything else interesting? Nope, no one else. Out of all the questions there, has a good question. Do you think Patron is a good deck as of now? Investor made it tier 2, yet it is nowhere to be found on ladder. I think it is the best warrior currently for the ladder right now. Specific answer.
Versus Garrosh.
Victory or death! I will fight with honor.
It's against the warrior. I guess I'll keep Silverhand Regent. I think Silverhand Regent is a keep against almost every deck.
Reporting for duty.
Alright, buckle in. It's time for another good old Paladin versus hopefully Control Warrior match. A matchup which I enjoy. Though it requires a little bit of leaning back into your chair. Should I just go ahead and play my Elder on it? Elder gets axed. It's fine. Makes that card useless. Interesting. Slam instead of just using the axe. I'm glad I did this. Oh, interesting. Slam and the axe. Just wanted the card. I was almost considering just pushing the button, but I thought that might be a little too slow in tempo. So I'm glad I didn't. Looks like it's a little bit more aggressive than... Maybe it's a defensive dragon deck, though. Or a dragon deck that is not that aggressive. Maybe.
For justice.
So I can go Silver Hand Knight and then Guy. Do I have a better play? Doomsayer on this board is pretty good.
The end is coming! Reporting for duty. My blade be thirsty.
Looks like it drew an execute, so that's good. I'll probably have to Alder. It's fine. Unless I think I can take the damage once, and then I should play Sylvanas. I think I can do that. Alder is not a permanent answer. Ouch. And then the axe, maybe. Yep. And then I get this. Pretty good. Or this, and then I can take that. That would be nice. Oh. Lost the 50-50 there. There into Solemn Vigil. Into Aldor. And then he'll probably not have lethal. No, I probably should also throw down the Doomsayer. Yeah, that's exactly what I need to do. And then I can possibly start off the next turn with Ragnaros. Deck, he could definitely hit me for 7, but we'll see.
For the life binder.
I wield the power.
He had 6 and not 7. Whew. Looks like he has to also do a lot of damage to this. So he's 11 damage.
Last warning.
I'm not drawing any of my board clear. I would need both copies though. So he's 11, and I can be at 15. I could also be at plus 14 in humility or something. I think this is better, given that he didn't have 1 extra damage. Yeah.
I wield the power.
was close. Maybe not as close now. No, it's still close. I need to somehow stall long enough to draw stuff, but given that I can only draw one card a turn, it's pretty tough. I think it might be worth losing 6 health in order to play the Acolyte. So right now I can gain 16 and go up to 25, but maybe Acolyte and then Forbidden Healing is better, because I do need to draw cards. And I would heal for only 10 instead. That's possibly okay. It's kind of like Life Tap, and also this card will usually be taking 3 damage. So I need to draw a combination of Equality and Wild Pyromancer or Consecration. It's kind of tough. Promising. However, if I then draw the Wild Pyromancer, so he has 4, 7, 10, 11, which means if I Equality first, then I draw Wild Pyro, I'll tragically lose. One, 4, 7, 11, and the True Silver wouldn't change anything. So I should do this first. Alright, too bad.
The victory is yours. My thanks.
Poor Silverhand Regent. It's true. I noticed a lot of criticism of my Silverhand Regent, but I have to protect my waifu. Let's see. Oh, random question I should answer during this, alright? Let's try to answer a question between each. So, should you run Elise in this deck? Kalento did. Well, apparently Kalento also removed it afterwards. But no, you shouldn't run Elise because this deck doesn't actually have very many useless cards that you need to replace at the end. Just a card True Art is kind of this deck's Elise.
Uther versus Garrosh.
Victory or death! I will fight with honor.
Why not a Spellbreaker? I don't see enough things to silence, but I could be wrong. Why are you so stubborn that I won't take out Silverhand Regent? Don't consider it stubbornness, it's just science. Sometimes you willingly put in a card that you're not sure whether it's good or bad, in order to see whether or not it's good or bad. This one, at least, is also because I'm not sure if I can find a better alternative. The alternatives are all kind of poor. Opinion me.
Greetings. By the holy light.
Oh, wow. Into the face. Should I play Doomsayer here? The opponent always wants to play Bloodcell Raider here, I think. Yeah, let's buy a turn. If you're gonna coin and hit me with a Fiery War Axe, I have to respect that and play Doomsayer.
Well met.
Speak to me.
Yep, there was the blood sail. That's a lot of damage. Ah, humility. That's actually really good here. Praise the sun.
Speak to me.
I feel like I'm playing against a robot. Keeps hitting face. Ow. That was brutal. Do I die next turn? It's 5 damage. I don't think he has lethal next turn. Ooh, shit. No. Probably not. If I can stabilize, the amount of cards I've drawn will carry the day. If. Probably next turn is the forbidden healing turn. If there is a next turn.
What now?
Looks promising. If I hadn't played that Doomsayer on turn 2, I would be dead. Feels pretty good to make an actual good decision, I guess. It's always forbidden healing, I think. But I'll draw my card. The cards drawn give me a lot more options.
Last warning.
Alright, first cheat. Go.
Battle. Well met.
X marks the spot.
Oh man, that's 18. Alright, I'm gonna get a lot of cards here. That's good. Need to draw into the taunt or the heal. This kind of heals a little bit. Do I have a full hand? I do. Should be out of steam soon.
Last the battle for justice. I will crush you.
He's hit me with a weapon every single turn this game. It's impressive. Wow.
Well played.
Is this matchup good? Hard to say. I mean, that's why you need more sample size also. That was gross. Have you tried Enter the Colosseum? Combos really well with Humility and Edric. I think that's worth a consideration.
Uther versus Malfurion.
I must protect the one. I will fight with honor.
It's always fun to see the hecklers come out. No, it's not actually. It's terrible to see that. Just because I started 1 and 2 with the deck, but I also did something similar yesterday, and I ended up 10 and 5. The deck's been having a pretty solid 66-ish% win rate, so I'm happy with it still.
Reporting for duty.
Speak to me.
Pay attention, class.
I am ready to learn. I am ready to learn.
Innervate power, please. Oh, thank goodness. That's pretty good.
Ready to learn. I am ready to learn.
Okay.
I am ready to learn.
I don't think I need the humility if I only play 2 Doomsayer. You would have to get 7 damage somehow. Or I could just play Wild Pyro Humility, that's also good. And then throw in an Ooze, that's pretty good. Or I could do Pyro Humility, no, that's dumb. I like Pyro Humility Ooze.
I wonder.
I would go double Doomsayer, but there's that slight chance of getting Savage Roared. It's not a slight chance. That deck definitely runs Savage Roar. So I'd probably end up playing 2 Doomsayers next turn, and then I coin out Ragnaros.
I am ready to learn.
Unless I want to play Cairn into Rag instead. No, 2 Doomsayers is better. Cairn is too slow compared to 2 Doomsayers. Wait, why play 2 Doomsayers? 1 is good enough. Well, it's because I only really need time for 1 of them. I really want to make sure it hits. So that's fine. Once I play Ragnaros Lightlord, I will not play Doomsayer after all.
I am ready to learn.
Oh! It works! Because I have 2 Doomsayers! That's incredible! Wait, that doesn't work. What? Oh, that doesn't work. Oh, what? I thought it would work. It doesn't destroy all of them and then summon the truants and then... What? Okay. Well, I learned something today. Okay, I guess... Fine. No, I mean, it's easy to think that that's how it would work, right? Right? Right. I think.
The land serves me.
So, looking for Pyro or Cons. Nova?
Reporting for duty.
I guess it'll. Oh my gosh. That's. It's okay, even though it's not okay. I just need to draw the. Well, it's tough to do. I need to draw exactly that card.
To battle.
Throw both of them into that.
To battle.
Yeah. It's a good starter.
All upon us.
Nuts. Sadness. Stupid soul of the forest. Grumble, grumble, grumble.
Well played.
Okay.
Victory.
Uther versus Thrall.
For Doomhammer. I will fight with honor. Greetings, friend.
It's like the Silverhand Regent keeps coming here to taunt me. Taunt arena.
The end is coming.
It's alright, this time around the Silverhand Regent is... Is it better? Question mark? Debatably. Arguably.
Well met.
Well played. That was a mistake.
Huh. Looks like a control shaman.
To me.
Haha!
Do you have the artifact?
Definitely control shaman, at the least. Haha! The value.
Welcome to the Grand Tournament, champion.
Against control shaman, I just push this button a lot and then I win the game. One turn of not eating. Or one turn of not pushing button, I guess. Maybe 2 turns. Just because I have 3 things that I want to do on turn 8. Or on 8 mana.
Last warning.
I wonder how he intends to win the game. button.
Reporting for duty.
It was tempting to play Ragnaros, but he would just play Hex. That's kind of always going to be the problem. I can play Ragnaros, but then he'll play Hex. So I should play Ragnaros when it actively does something. Otherwise, I should just make guys. Turns out 2 guys are better than rank. Good button.
What to do?
Do you like to play with fire?
Aw, what a cute pyro.
Last warning.
Let's push the button again. Yay.
Reporting.
And then the next turn, I can finally play Ragnaros because I can also push the button.
The battle for justice. Reporting for duty. Die,
Isn't it worth letting him use Hex on a non-death rattle minion? Yes, but this way I get to do it and I have 2 1-1s. You have to expand your way of thinking about the hero power. Opinion me. Maybe I'll replace Silverhand Region with Enter the Colosseum. I hadn't considered a high cost card, but another board clear could be good. It's possible he had Hex but chose not to use it because this is not a Death Rattle minion. Brothers? Hello, brother.
Let me think.
Nah, I'll play this.
For justice.
This is actually going to be a decent amount like against Priest, where I shouldn't play my Death Rattle cards until he plays Monkey, because then I can get them in Tomb / Hexed.
I've got the beast in my
BGH. I love Justicar Trueheart so much, because with Justicar Trueheart, you pretty much win every single late game encounter. Opinion me.
for justice. Reporting for duty.
Push the button each turn. I can't believe he's running VGH when he has 2 hexes. That's crazy. I wonder if he's got some kind of combo deck, or no, he's just a control deck and he's running running Elise to get rid of all his useless cards at the end. Oh, okay. Oh. Overdraw. Oh. Here goes my Ragnaros. Well, that, okay. Only 3 spells. Huh.
My hand is too full.
Well, the good news is he definitely needs to play cards, which means if I play Doomsayer, the cards he plays are just going to die. I don't want to play Tyrion into Hex, so I should do Doomsayer, and then press button, and then I think we're done.
Reporting for duty.
I'm even going to save my Silverhand Recruit.
Hand is too full.
Wow, the Black Knight. You can play some really techie cards if you run Elise. It's kind of interesting. So equality consecration is good. Or just maybe consecration. But I want to check for... I definitely need to kill Brand. But I want to check for snakes. I guess if it's snakes, I'll deal with it later. It's only a 1 in whatever chance. 1 in small chance. I can afford to use one guy to check, though. For that specific trap. Also, if it's explosive, both guys are dying anyways. Alright. Traitor.
Reporting for duty.
The hammer. He chose healing with. I guess that's not too big a surprise. Harrison is in his deck, but that's okay because he can't really play it due to fatigue, possibly, maybe.
Battle! The battle!
Anyways, the plan continues to be push the button and win the game. This guy's deck is pretty wild, though.
Trust the pirate's code.
I wonder if he has a better weapon in there.
The battle! I wonder.
I have 2 humilities left in the deck, so I think I want to keep the Kodo. I guess I play these, or I play Silverhand Recruit. I guess I can kill that, and that's fine.
The battle! The battle! Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty.
That belongs in a museum.
I can carry the 2 forbidden healings into deep fatigue.
Follow the rule. Reporting for
Will he have a big card in that deck? Possibly not, but I know he's gotta have Elemental Destruction in there. So trying to keep the board matched is a good idea.
the darkest night.
His health and math doesn't matter at all. I suppose I'll clear this board. I have one more way to do it. And mainly because I need to get rid of cards in my hand.
Reporting for duty.
So I'm 2 cards ahead of him in fatigue. But my hero power outclasses him by a lot.
Reporting for duty.
pass on his side too. It's a big indicator of what he's got in his hand. I'm pretty sure that deck wouldn't run Doomhammer. It just doesn't make sense.
Reporting for duty. To battle.
I think the Ooze is the card to play. Although it's possible I play Pyromancer because Pyromancer equality, while useful, might not be that good. Because I can always equality when I have guys on the board.
Like to play with fire?
The next card I'm going to play is Ooze.
To battle. To battle. To battle.
Because if he has a weapon, it's not that important to destroy it. And then I have to burn one more card. What is the weakest link here? A humility on myself, probably. Yeah. I value.
I'm almost out of cards. To battle. To battle. To battle. To battle. Reporting for duty.
It's kind of cute. Huh, so that's where having an Eldor with the Stampeding Coda would be good. Do I just equality that guy? Yes, that's probably the biggest guy.
To battle. To battle. To battle. To battle. To battle. Reporting for duty. I'm almost out of cards.
Alright, I know he's got 2 Elemental Destruction in his deck. Actually, he's probably got some more Lightning Storms also. Just gotta wait him out. I guess I could start playing these to get hexed. Kind of want to wait until Monkey. But maybe a little bit of pressure is right. Like, all I would do is force him to play Hex then. Nice. Now it's pointless.
Reporting for duty. I'm out of cards. Reporting for duty.
I don't need any of my legendaries to defeat you, Thrall!
To battle. Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty. To battle. To battle. To battle.
At this point, this card is just too slow.
I have no time for games.
There, have a card. You can hex my 5/5. It's okay. Probably play the Coda next turn. No, probably not.
The battle! The battle! Reporting for duty.
Oh no, is he gonna win? It's gonna be pretty close.
Reporting for duty.
Nah, I think I win. His hand is Hex, Monkey, and then one more card. Oh, I fatigue for 8 and then 9. So I die in 2 turns. But it's okay, he fatigues in 2 turns also. Yeah, I'll kill him in that turn. Turns out hitting me with the lightning bolt was pointless.
The battle! The battle!
1 off. Wait, I lose. Oh no, I lose!
Reporting for duty. That was a mistake.
Huh. If I had played my cards, I actually would have won. Alright, well, lessons were learned. Maybe I should have played my cards. It's different against Entomb, okay? It's different playing against Shaman. Had to calibrate my brain.
Uther versus Garrosh. Victory or death! I will fight with honor.
I mean, the theory behind the last game was simple. He has to play the statue before I kill him with guys. But apparently, I was wrong on how long he could last. Pretty much.
Armor made to fit.
Hmm.
Reporting for duty. My blade be thirsty. For justice. For the war chief.
Oh, this is not going to be as long a game as I thought. The tempo. Alright, guess I... Well, no, I'll just play Doomsayer. Yeah.
Reporting for duty.
He's also playing Armor Smith. Armor Smith and Court. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Yeah. So it's not that aggressive, but it's aggressive. It's tempo. Oh, smart, killing that. That means I don't draw cards with Solemn Vigil. That's actually a really good play. Otherwise I would have been able to make a guy. Okay. Props. I think that took a little bit of insight to do that trade.
Armor made to
Or maybe he values the one armor to himself more than the one damage to myself. Hard to tell how much of a genius he was, I guess.
Welcome to the Grand Tournament, champion.
Just a card, True Heart, is the true embodiment of my spirit. I remember when the card first was announced, I was like, you just put it in every deck! Duh! Those are good times.
For justice. Reporting for duty. I can wait longer.
How impatient of you, Gromish. Shall I use an equality? Should I heal? These are good questions. I think the answer to the first one is no, I don't use equality. Humility will do. And the answer to the second one is I do a mix of forbidden healing and a guy.
To battle! To battle!
Let's see. So I can forbidden heal for 14 or I can heal for 10. 10 will be enough, right? I think so.
Reporting for duty. I wonder. For the War Chief! Well played.
Well played.
That was an error.
Oh, I see. Oh no, that was correct. Okay. No Tyrion yet, I think.
Follow the rule.
And we'll gain 3 health here. I guess I'll play Sylvanas instead of making guys.
I have no time for games.
Oh, he thought that. No, I don't know. I guess he thought this would enrage again for some reason, even though it's already glowing red. I don't know. Possibly.
What now?
Oh, Gromish, that tickles. Oof, 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 oof.
Let none survive.
I'm kind of tempted not to hit that because now this can be executed, but I didn't want that to just be 1 damage onto my divine shield.
Who's up for an adventure?
So we're looking for the other forbidden healing, and we're looking for Ragnarus, Lightlord. Yeah, casual Tyrion, or another Tyrion. That's nice. Oh, it's Sylvanas. Sure. That's fun.
Well played. Well played. A fight! Count me in! Everyone, get in here! Everyone, get in here! Uther versus Garrosh.
Well, matching up against a lot of warriors, which is good for this deck. I'm just still lost in thought about what Silverhand Regent should become. Oh, right, under the Colosseum. Right, yeah. Yeah, thanks. I remember now. Back to the Colosseum.
Reporting for duty.
Ah, cool. Seems like a control warrior. I just push the button and I win. Time to browse Reddit.
The battle! The battle!
Woo!
Reporting for duty.
If we keep up this game, I'm going to be winning by a lot.
For justice! Take heart. The Earth Mother.
Do I want to eat Cairn? Could try Doomsayer.
Let me think.
He would just be able to kill it with Axe, though. Let's eat Cairn. I don't want to play this while I have the weapon. I'll just play a big card. It's fine. If only I could swing the weapon. I would need to deal 1 damage to it. I can deal 2 damage, or I can deal 1 damage poorly. Ragnaros manages to remove that. That's good too. And it's about as good a result as I could have hoped for. I wonder if he's cleverly negotiated his path, and now he's gonna Tinkmaster over Spark Criterion. I would tip my hat if that happened. You get a tip of the hat if you manage to, well, Sylvanas would also be really bad, wouldn't it be? No, it would be bad. I would have liked Tinkmaster more. Seems like he's having a tough time dealing with big guys. So here's a Ragnaros. Never mind.
For justice. For justice.
The interesting question is, do I want him to draw 3 cards with Harrison? I think that's preferable. The 3rd card draw will deal more damage than me dealing 5 to him right now. But him having not a lot of armor is good. But when I play Ragnaros, he's not going to have a lot of armor. I'll hit him once.
That belongs in a museum.
It's interesting, because I actually wanted him to draw more cards, but I didn't want him to have armor. I can play this while there's a target, but if he has a tough time dealing with guys, he hasn't played any execute, so let's just play that while there's a target.
Reporting for duty.
Nice. It's time for the Great Kodo.
The end is coming! Reporting for duty.
It's pretty good.
Follow the rule. Reporting for duty.
Gorehow, hard counters Doomsayer. So I do have to save an equality for the Nazoth. Oh, interesting. He didn't swing. Why? Huh.
Last
Not sure why.
warning. Justice.
He wants to kill something with 6 health on my side. That doesn't exist in this deck.
Reporting for duty.
I guess Tyrion if brought back. Need that Justicar someday.
Follow the rule. I don't have enough mana. For justice. Reporting for duty.
I'm surprised. No Gorehal still. Is there a reason why he's keeping it at 6 attack? Can't think of one.
Reporting for duty.
I want to make 2 guys with the push of a button. Too bad.
I dream and the world trembles.
Oh, it's Sarah. Stampeding Kodo will crush the dragon under its hoofs. Perfect flavor.
The battle! The battle! Reporting for duty.
Where's my
Battle! The battle!
ooze? Or Justicar? I guess the old hero power is good enough. He doesn't have his Justicar. Probably really wants it also. I guess we're just having old school fights without Justicar.
I can wait.
Oh look, a Gromish. That tickles. This is interesting. He didn't enrage him. So I'm not obligated to equality here. It's probably the... I'll save 1 for... which means this is the one I can use. Fine. I will use my expendable equality here.
Reporting for duty.
And then the next equality has to be saved for N'Zoth. He has not yet played Sylvanas, but I do have a lot of guys out.
I have no time for games.
Revenge? Maybe. If it's revenge, I have to play Oh! Huh. Okay. That's not bad for me. It's not good, but it's not bad. I think I simply play this card. If it's N'Zoth, it's possible he doesn't play Elise. He definitely doesn't play Elise. Which means if I play this card now, I am getting Bane in the Brawl.
I wonder.
That's okay. Fine. And most importantly, Cairn had died, and Cairn is the important one. Bane in the brawl. Oh. If he had a lot of armor, I might have decided not to, because then he can shield slam easily. And if he didn't have a minion out, I probably wouldn't have played it, but it's good if he can play it. Because it means my board is not tremendously better than his. Figments of sadness. Did I make a guy? I know he has another brawl. It's only one guy. I'll just pass. So if I attack here, the Divine Shield goes away, which means I can clear the board, which is good. So in this sense, this actually works against him. Well, no, it doesn't. Oh, no, I have to do this and that. Ah, yes. Perfect. And this card? Or maybe a guy is better. Because when I think about it, the next turn, I'm always pressing the button and then playing just a card True Heart. So, by pressing the button here, I'm getting one extra 1/1. Guy better than just a card True Heart. That's crazy.
Welcome to the Grand Tournament, champion.
The only catch is if I were to draw Acidic Swamp is there. We shouldn't have lethal. Let's play Gromish. What can he possibly do for 7 damage? I'm not gonna humor the thought. I mean, yes, he could have lethal, but if he has lethal, then good for him. That would be ridiculous. Someday, my ooze will come. It's like someday my prince will come. Just with oozes instead.
I have no time for games.
That's right. You can't stop the guys. Can't stop. Won't stop. Let me add that Enter the Coliseum fat tech. Enter. the Colosseum. Exit the Silverhand Regent. The bad news is one less girl in the deck. Oh, hold on. Before I search here, we should thank all those generous donations. Thank you, I Am Famine and Nikki, and thank you, Triplicate and Bazzy for 7. Let's see. I Am Famine says, "Hi Trump, I made a pretty standard control warrior deck, but I've only had mild success with it, so I was wondering if you could look it over for me and tell me what to remove or add." Let me take a quick look, I guess. Good news, it's standard. Bad news, that just means you have to play better. And Nikki says, "Hey man, I just started watching your stream videos and I think you are awesome. Have fun playing." Alright, cool.